You need that screwdriver banged in again.
Where's it gone? Where's
Oh,
Well, a quick look through the window. We've had it mowed. So the first cut. Let's have a little look at that. First cut, and it's growing through quite quick already. The good grass is growing through. We've cut a lot of this chunky, tufty stuff off, and looking good. Video from top end. There we go. There she is. Fat Paramotor HQ's Field of Dreams. And there we are. This is going to be a great little spot. Okay. There we go then. This is the drive. The drive down this part of the field. So we'll bed this in. There we are, field cut, a couple more cuts, and just really get that good grass through. Beauty, mate. Oh, morning, chubbies. Well, where am I? I didn't do much catching up. I'm at a hotel at the moment. I've had a day on that training thing I told you. It's a 2-day course. So I didn't get a chance to do much videoing, just too busy with the course and everything. So it's a club pilot course. Sorry, it's not the club pilot course. It's the club coach course. The idea behind the course is that BHPA pilots can just coach other pilots, novice pilots, just to give a little bit of assistance safely. And it's not instructing; it's just coaching people for things that you might have some experience in and they don't. So it's to provide a structure to safely be able to deliver that coaching. So it's been quite interesting. It's a 2-day course, very structured, which is very BHPA, and that is what I like about BHPA. I mean, that's what it's about basically, is to provide structured learning that gets reflected on and changed and progressed as pilot needs are identified. So that's what I've been doing. I'm just driving off now back to the hotel, the Malvern Hills Hotel or whatever it is, and I'm going there now. What I will tell you about Malvern Hills, this is a paragliding community, obviously, because it's in the hills. But I've just figured out why all paragliders are thin. It's because you can't get big meals here. Everything's this size. Maybe it's me being a fatty, but these tiny meals, honestly, I'm going to go back this thin. So went out last night, though. I had a bit of Thai. Not one of those Thais that you're thinking about, not a Thai bride. I went and had a Thai meal. Quick video of the Thai restaurant.
If you need any glamour, just here I am. If you need glamour, I don't want this going on YouTube though.
So it'll definitely go on YouTube now you've said that. That's the fastest way to get your face on YouTube. And it was nice, but it was tiny. Tiny, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should live here for a while and I'd be thin. So the course was good. Learned quite a few structured things so far, like your sight a lot, if you've heard about that, but it's kind of cool. Just good to have a structure and things to think about, because I've noticed before whenever I've given any coaching to friends, it's kind of been chaotic in my head what I wanted to get across to them and how I did it. And this course has given me a little bit of structure to be able to help novice pilots, and that also means it's the first stage towards me on a bit of a long-winded pipe dream in the future to do some instruction. So, what else has been happening? Oh, turn it, it's all bloody hills in Malvern Hills. Oh dear. Come on, the Raptor. Get your foot down. What else? Oh my gosh, yes. What is on its way to me? Thank you, Bob Bauer of Discovery Paramotors and Retractor Trike Australia. Look what's coming. This little beauty. This is the prototype Discovery 4 retractor.
Here's the new toy already. That's your new harness. A few Velcros to go on and she's going in the box. Have a good weekend, mate.
I'm so excited to be getting it. So it's a paramotor. It's a double hoop paramotor, so it's a little on the heavy side for foot launch, but still it is comparable to some other heavier paramotors. But the idea is the whole retractor base plate assembly is part of the frame, so you can just assemble the retractor trike bits on it and turn it into a trike. The main purpose being that it is a lightweight trike that you can take apart and put in your car very easily. I mean, most trikes you end up trailering, but this puppy goes in the boot of your car and it's assembled in no time. Right, I'm here, Malvern Hills Hotel. See if we can get parked. See if we can get parked. See you soon, chubbies. I'm scratching my way in. It's made for small cars, this place. Get it in here. Can I get it in here? Are you going to watch me reverse? Make me self-conscious. Come on, man, let's see what happens. Do I get an audible tone when I'm recording? Telling me I'm about to crash. I'm going to get it on camera. Oh, I do. I'm going to crash, it says. Some pedestrians now with all their extra legal powers, so you get extra points. Can you hear that? It's cool, isn't it? Right, let's go inside. Day 2. First one's in, eh? Girly SWAT. There we go. Just me and a mate. Girly SWATs. First in. So, engines then. Sun's behind me. Get some streaks. Shadowed face. I don't look quite so pretty. I look prettier when the sun's shining on me with the camera above, so you can't see the fanny neck. Anyway, engines. There's a few options from Polini, which is what Gary Bell has in Australia. Mosta, which is tried and tested. They've got a massive penetration into the market in the UK and worldwide. There's H&E, but I've opted for the Minari. Minari's Italian, like the Vitorazzi, and the reason I've opted for that is it has an excellent reputation on reliability, and from what I've read, it has a very smooth and linear delivery of power. Now, it makes me sound a little bit like a connoisseur there, and I definitely am not when it comes to paramotor engines, but I like the look of the Minari. It was cheaper as well than some of the other engines, and it was fairly pretty, and I just like the reviews that I got on it. So I've opted for the Minari, and I want to see how that goes, and I'm quite excited to sort of have a look at that, and of course give it a try out. And if you haven't kind of cottoned on already in the last video or to the latest podcast with the young whippersnapper Daniel Jones, a British Open Paramotor Champion 2022, if you haven't cottoned on from those podcasts, I'm entering the British Open Paramotor Championships this year. I said I'm entered. My name's there. Go and check it out on the website. It's there. And so the Minari I'll be using for that. In fact, the whole Discovery 4 with the retractor trike is going to be the go. So if you want to see the fat dude fly, get down to the British Open Championships and see what you reckon, and wish me luck. I'm not expecting to be on the podium, but I'm looking forward to entering. I think it'll be kind of fun. So engine, then Minari engine. I'm going for the 200cc because I am a bit fatter, and I'm going for the clutched version, the 200 Pro clutch with the e-start, combination e-start and pull start. So just a bit easier for me to jump in and hit that start button, not blow that wing around, and the clutch helps with that as well. So that's what I'm going for. Wing wise, well, I've got the APCO F3 by, so it's the new APCO F3. I think the F stood for force, but I think they've dropped that word now. It's the F3, and I've had to go for the buy just because of my weight. So there's additional weight in the trike. The Discovery 4 Paramotor isn't heavy, but it's probably on the heavier side of most paramotors, just because it's got a double hoop on it, because it's for additional strength for when you add the retractor trike. There is a retractor trike to add to it, which is a few kilograms, but then there's my fat carcass as well. You add to my fat carcass the future of wanting to add a bit of camping gear and things like that. So I was really high in the range in an F3, probably out of range in actual fact, and I'm just not expert enough to be flying wings, I don't think, overweight. So I've gone for the F3 buy, which kind of goes from 120 kilograms to 450 kilograms, and I kind of think I'll be fully loaded up around about the 190 kilograms with everything, the paramotor and the reserve and all that kind of stuff. So not right at the bottom, but not right up there, but I think there's a big difference that can be enabled using the trims. So hopefully then that's going to be a good wing. It's a full reflex wing, and you can access a lot of the speed system from the trim on the risers, because the risers alter more of the lines. I think they alter the B lines as well, so when you're trimming, it just doesn't alter the chord line of the wing by the trailing edge. It also has some effect on the leading edge as well. So that's kind of your speed system. As you know, your trim normally controls the trailing edge, like flaps on an aeroplane, and your speed system controls the leading edge. Well, the trim system on the F3 buy kind of also works towards the leading edge, so you get some additional speed from the trims. It's been designed like that for trike pilots. So it's a wing designed for trikes. my paramotor, the D4, is a paramotor, but it's edging towards the trike customers, and it fits the retractor trike, so the retractor trike fits straight into it. So it is a prototype, as I said, the D4. I am testing this for Bob. That makes me feel like I'm some kind of a test pilot, which I'm not. Bob wants to see how I go on with it as a fat pilot who has issues with conventional gear. This is a paramotor aimed towards people like me and my new good friend Gary Abell over there in Australia, down in New South Wales, I believe. So there we go. That's for the British Open Paramotor Championships 2023. Get yourself down there. In fact, enter. Still plenty of time to enter. Get yourself entered into that competition, and but you know, be very nervous, because if I beat you, you know, you can't go home and tell your wives and girlfriends you were beaten in the British Open Paramotor Championships by this fat paramotoring dude here. It's just not good information to give back.
So slowly getting tidied up. Well, there's the trike, almost ready to go. Fuel tank is now fitted in place. Everything's connected. Wire, I might chop that ready for putting on the plate. I don't know. Harnesses attached. New wheels. Old prop on there at the moment. The only thing I want to change is I want to change that black pipe for a clear one. And that's it. It's all ready to go. It's even fastened in. I've added some extra bolts in here to fasten this, to make sure that's solid, because that was a little bit loose. It's all good, all ready to go. But I was going to use this. It was for me, but I've got a Discovery 4 on its way from Australia, a Discovery 4 that fits the retractor. So it's going to be going up for sale. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I wasn't doing it to sell it. I was doing it to fly it, but because I've got the Discovery on its way. Workshop slowly getting tidied up. There's the aeroplane. Couple of retractors. That's the old retractor trike Bob made me years ago. Do you remember? Bless him. A little bit different. It was a bit more basic now. That's the production retractor trike. That's the one for the Maverick. Slowly getting tidied up. Looks tidy when I do that, but if I do that, oh my gosh, look at that. That's a messy table. A bit of mess up there. There's a paramotor. Slowly getting sorted out. I'm getting busy in here now. Filling up a little bit. Getting a bit tidier. Bit by bit. Okay. There's the tank. It's a tank for the Discovery 4.
Chubby Chasers, right, I'm on my way home. Before I start rattling on, I wanted to quickly thank, I believe you call the Malvern Paragliding Club, I don't know, but the Malvern Hills Paragliding Club, whoever you are, sorry I don't have your details down here, but they hosted the club coach course that I've just been on, and they use their own funds to provide the coffees and everything, the refreshments. So thank you for hosting it. Thanks for all the coffees and the little tiny mints and things that I had more than the lion's share of. But anyway, I've just finished the course. Thanks a lot to the guy that organised that as well, because it was a good course. You know, it was 2 days. Some of it was dry, some of it was more interesting, some of it was interactive, but a very useful course. The club coach course, it's not an instructor qualification, but it's a course to teach other paramotor pilots how to coach other paramotor pilots. And you don't have to be highly experienced to do that. Anybody that finds themselves in a position in a paramotor club that's giving somebody else some advice, it's good to have the structure behind you on how to coach people effectively and safely, and that's what it was about. And I kind of like that. So it's not to instruct, it's just to coach, just to pass on some of your knowledge safely. So I've just done that course, and you know, I've got to recommend it to anybody else that's BHPA trained, because it is a BHPA course. Then consider doing that if you like, just sharing a little bit of the love and a little bit of the knowledge. And as I said, you do not have to be a high hours experienced pilot to do it, because some of the people who you're going to train are kind of at a similar level to you. Well, not trained's the wrong word. Some of the people you're going to coach are at a similar level to you, and you're better able to coach somebody who you've got a better understanding of their difficulties and their anxieties than if you were a 1,000-hour pilot who's kind of forgot what it was like to be a novice. So that's the idea behind it. So good course, thank you very much. I'm just on my way home now anyway, stuck in the traffic. I've got to go and get some air in my tyre. My tyre's looking a little bit soft, and that's it. So what did we learn? I'm not going to tell you what we learned on the coach, you'd be bored stupid, but there was a lot of sight a lot, if you've come across that acronym before. We like the sight a lot. Oh, we did some psychology as well. Oh my god, psychology's power. Know what you're thinking, chubbies. Now I know what to have my mind raise. I know exactly what you're thinking. Scary stuff. Right, don't have much more to say except on my way home. Hope you can hear me with my dodgy phone, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.